What are we doing today, Ben?
The one film that I was gasping to see at the cinema based on one trailer that I saw that one time, Past Lives.
Nice.
Right?
Nice. Okay, yeah. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, an A24 fucking romance drama. I was like, yes, sign me up for that shit straight away.
What were you thinking, A24? So, like, she was going to end up inside a lit on fire bear?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Midsommar 2. This film is quite possibly one of the greatest love stories of recent times.
You really think so?
One of the greatest love stories of recent times. And this is only after a few watch-throughs and much studying, because obviously...
Right. Yeah, autism, yeah. You had did you have to sit down with a sheet of paper that had facial expressions on it and then just pause the movie and go, so in this scene she is happy. Okay.
Dick. I was just about to be like, I'll have a notepad that I sat down with the film. This whole film, right? It was just emotions. There was no logic.
And really subtle ones too, really subtle expressions of them.
It's the fucking most delicate film.
Yeah,
it's like being caressed with a feather, but the feather is also in a different room. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember Doritos 3D?
No.
How they were really... What? You don't remember puffy Doritos?
A normal Doritos 2D? Like, I thought... like, like, our reality is 3D,
don't
right?
Don't pull me up on the errors that the marketing department at Doritos made.
Well, I mean, if they were on TikTok back in the day, I'm telling you, it would have lasted 2 weeks before someone in PR was like, I can't be fucked. No, I don't remember Doritos 3D.
They were delicate.
Okay, so this is a delicate film. What did you expect from this going into it?
I expected more drama. I expected more melodrama. I expected bigger and more filmic and more dramatic stuff. What I got was way better than that. I'm going to struggle this episode, man, because I do this podcast with you and I am an intensely private person in lots of ways. Yeah. One of the things I'm quite private about is, like, I used to be and I'm recovering from being a very, very romantic person, and I hide the shit out of that. Because when I explain it, when I say I'm romantic, shit like this happens. No, like, you're such a prick. I'm trying to be like vulnerable.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
I've written poetry before, man, for people. I knew this would happen. I'm regret.
Fuck off, hold on. Oh.
That's why I got into. It's one of the reasons I got into cooking. Was cooking for people.
Rob.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm actually crying.
I'm not saying I'm proud of any of this. I'm trying to get better.
Rob, it's not that I don't believe you, right? It's just that some of the shit that we say to each other.
Yeah. I compartmentalize quite a lot.
I think I've known... How long have I known you? Like 18 years?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Oh, so, I'm actually tearing up. I'm so sorry. You were saying about how you're a romantic... You're a super romantic person.
Say it with a straight face.
I'm trying.
Say it with a straight face. Right.
But on my second watch of Past Lives, what I did see was quite possibly one of the most beautiful, intense, delicate, subtle, insanely personal love stories that I think I've ever seen.
Right.
Ever.
It's like a watch. It's all tiny bits, all doing tiny movements.
That's exactly what it is.
It does this thing where suddenly you're like, how is it doing it?
Yeah, that was exactly
not massive. It's just a slow progression of time, and you're like, oh, it's killing me.
The second watch through, mate, it fucking broke me into pieces because I knew what was coming. It made it 10 times worse, right?
So Past Lives covers kind of not infidelity, but there's a love triangle there. And there are other films that have covered really like strong romantic connections between people who aren't married to one another. They're married to other people. And I'm like, it's a brilliant film, but Ben's going to go, no, hate it, it's cheating. Do you know what I mean?
You
didn't with this one. You didn't.
No. I tell you why as well, right? I am very sort of like fucking clear.
You're a loyal man.
Yeah, I can't do the whole like emotional affair stuff. I can't do anything like this. The fucking sliver of it, I'm like, nah.
Right, and I was 100% certain in this, you'd just be like, nah.
Okay, and that's very sweet that you know that about me, and call me out on my shit. Thank you.
I mean, looking at them on screen, and they are just eyes fixed on each other, giggling, and I'm like, you find him attractive. How can you not find him attractive? Okay. Look at that man.
Yeah. He looks like he's been fucking carved from marble. He is ridiculously attractive.
I'm straight enough and I'm going, meh.
I'm not. And I am like, fucking hello, buddy. Who sung? You sung. Hey, sung.
You started so well.
Oh. What can I say? He makes me weak at the knees. Did you know that the actors that played Ha-Sung and Arthur were kept separate for the entire filming process of Past Lives?
No, so I heard something about actors being kept separate. I thought it was the two leads, Nora and Ha-Sung, that were kept separate, but I didn't know the husband as well.
Okay, so Arthur and Ha-Sung were kept separate in the ways that like they were not in the same room. They didn't meet at all until the moment that they meet on screen. So during the take, when Ha-Sung goes into Arthur's apartment, Arthur and Nora's apartment, and they meet for the first time, that moment right there, caught on camera, is the actual first moment that the two actors met in real life. So the awkwardness and the freshness and the body language and the sort of the shuffling, the uncertainty, all real, completely real. The way they did rehearsals and shit was through Skype, through Zoom. They were kept in separate rooms. They had the crew on the movie sending one actor in through one door and bringing them out through a different door so that they would never cross paths.
I was gonna say it's a great idea as a director to do stuff like that.
Yeah, incredible.
Until you realise that there's one gents toilet and you're like,
shit. They had a whole system. Apparently, they had a whole system of being sort of like apparently the one. It was like they had wranglers. You know what I mean? They were just like, no, keep him away. Get back in the cage.
Arthur is very pretty. In his own way, but there's a level of understanding that he shows at this film where I was like, is this going to take a turn? Is he making moves towards the closet door? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he going to be stood? Because at a certain point, I'm like, Arthur, man, like you're being so understanding. I'm beginning to question your motives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he wants to come back for wine, that's fine.
What do you?
Are you tired? Do you want to?
Are you guys hungry? What do you want to eat? My wife. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're just chatting, and he's just popping up with like a little 1990s VHS videotape recorder. Oh, I just bought this at the flea market. I thought it's just fun, you know.
Just test this out, guys. Just ignore me. I'm going to see if it works in the dark.
I think what makes Past Lives so good is it's more than just a love triangle.
Yes.
There's that immigrant identity story of not only does it represent two men that she could be, each of those men represents a different woman that she could be.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. Sorry. I thought not only is there two men that she could be, I was like, did we watch the same film?
But that sense of who does she see herself as?
I love that
is lovely layer to this film where it adds the personal stakes beyond the romantic. It's not just who do I fancy? It's like who am I?
Yeah,
and I don't know who I'm going to be happiest with because I don't know who the fuck I am.
It's fucking...
And boy, I related to that.
Yeah, same. Dude, second watch through, that shit broke me, man. My favourite character in Past Lives...
Arthur, without question.
The Bridges.
Are they the neighbours?
No.
Are they in on this?
Like the physical bridges. There's fucking... There's so much...
There are a lot. Oh.
There are so many shots of bridges.
I see where you might be going with this.
And stuff that's sort of like connecting two places.
Connecting...
Right?
Oh, that's really annoying that I didn't notice that.
You've got the bridge where Ha-Sung and Nora sit next to the carousel, right? The carousel, famously old carousel. With the bridge that links you to New York City, a famously like fucking fast-paced, forward-moving city, the big fucking apple, you know what I mean? Connecting old with new. And you've got this thing that's sort of like lingering over their experience with each other, and then she talks about how her and Arthur have been there and how they go there a lot and how they fight there a lot, and it's this, that, and the other. And it's just, my favourite character is this bridge. because it's just connecting two places, and this entire fucking film is just about
bridges between people. You
bridges between
son of a
people.
bitch.
Tell me that I'm not nailing Oscar
You
season.
have.
All right.
You actually are. You know that scene, the end scene where she walks him to the Uber,
Yes.
and it's a single shot, and they start at the house, and then the camera tracks down the street to the left.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they're walking back in time, because we read from right to left. It's like they're walking back in time. She's taking him from the front door back to the start, dropping him off. They say goodbye. And then she walks from left to right back to her future. And what's at the end? Arthur.
Oh, that's just giving me goosebumps. That's fucking incredible. Oh,
and the reason
shit.
I say...
The Uber drives off to the left, right?
Which is why I say he doesn't kill himself, because he's going forward to his life.
Because the next scene is him on the bridge, going left to right.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's going into his future as an Uber driver.
As an Uber driver, did you just say?
Okay, so in past lives, there's a bit of confusion about the ending.
Okay.
Because she meets Haesung and she walks him from her door all the way left, right?
Yeah, from right to left. There's very poignant.
Yeah. And people are saying, is that a time thing or whatever? You know, is it like he's going back in, like putting him back in the past?
Right.
And I think it's because that's where his Uber is picking him up from.
Ooh.